Dear students, today let us learn the chapter The Little Girl. We know that we love our parents, but sometimes when they scold us, when they give us little pain, we go away from them. Often we misunderstand them that they don't love us. In this chapter we are going to learn about a little girl whose name is Kezia. She felt very scared in the presence of her father. He appeared to her like a giant man. Every morning, he gave her a goodbye kiss before leaving for the office. She even stammered in answering to her father. Kezia's efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him. On every Sunday, her grandmother sent her down to the drawing room for her to talk with her father and mother. But her presence always irritated her father. He used to call her a little brown owl. The next effort was when her grandmother suggested her that she should make a pincushion as a birthday gift for her father, whose birthday was falling next week. She worked diligently on making the pincushion, stitching 3 sides of the cushion with a double cotton with great care and effort. She could not find anything to stuff it. As her grandmother was busy in the kitchen, she searched her mother's bedroom for scraps. Finally, she discovered some sheets of fine paper on the bed table. She gathered them up, tore them into pieces, and filled the cushion with them. She did not know that the sheets of fine paper she had torn up were written with her father's speech to be given in the Port Authority next day. Her father scolded her for touching things that did not belong to her and punished her by hitting her palm with a ruler. Kezia also sees her neighbor. She compared her father with Mr. MacDonald, the next door neighbor who had 5 children. He was a very loving, gentle, and forgiving father. Whenever she looked at their house, she saw that he was always smiling and playing with his children. He treated his children in a friendly manner. He was just the opposite of Kezia's father. Unlike Kezia's father, he never punished his children, but he played with them whenever he was free. But however, Kezia's father was very harsh. But it so happened that Kezia's mother fell ill and had to be admitted in the hospital. Kezia's grandmother also accompanied her mother. Kezia was left at home in the care of Alice the cook. At night, after she was put to bed by the cook, she had a nightmare. In the nightmare, she saw a butcher with a knife and rope. She woke up shivering with fright. She called for her grandmother, but to her surprise, she found her father standing near her bed. He took her in his arms and made her sleep next to him in his bed. Half asleep, she crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, and held tightly to his shirt. Her father asked her to rub her feet against his legs for warmth. Her father went off to sleep before her. This made her understand that he had to work hard every day, and this left him too tired to be like Mr. MacDonald. She expressed her altered feeling for her father by telling him that he had a big heart. So, dear students, this chapter tells us that our parents are the greatest gift that God has given us. We need to love them, understand them, and care for them. Let us also go through the chapter once again and find out some answers. We shall discuss the questions. How did Kesa feel in the presence of her father? Obviously, she felt very scared in the presence of her father. Maybe he appeared her just like a giant man. Every morning he gave her a goodbye kiss, but she felt it very uncomfortable. She longed that her father go to the office. She even stammered in the presence of her father in giving the answer. Let us also see the next question. How does Kesa begin to see her father as a human being who needs her sympathy? We know that this answer we shall get it when Kesa's mother fell ill. That Kesa's mother had to be taken to the hospital along with the grandmother, and she was at the concern of her cook, Alice. That day she had a nightmare and her father comforted her. And that day she understood the love of her father. Now let us see the next question. Kesa's efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. How did this happen? We know that the answer is Kesa's effort to please her father was on his birthday by making a cushion for him. But even that resulted to be different way. So learn the answers, go through the answers.